Part 3. Hidden Agendas. After September 11th, as the nation and the world grieved, many questions and controversies emerged. Just one day before the 9/11 attacks, Secretary of Defense Donald Rumsfeld made a shocking announcement. The Pentagon couldn't account for $2.3 trillion in transactions. Remarkably, the very part of the Pentagon handling these financial records was hit in the attacks the next day. This eerie coincidence has sparked ongoing speculation and serious questions about whether financial mismanagement was hidden by the tragedy. Although the issue of unaccounted funds was already known, the timing of Rumsfeld's revelation
estimates, we cannot track $2.3 trillion in transactions.
Has ignited debates and investigations. As people wonder if there was more to the story than a simple coincidence. The disturbing situation of the financial announcement and the next day's Pentagon attack set the stage for another deeply troubling aspect of September 11th, the attack on the Pentagon itself. Coming after the World Trade Center had already been struck, expectations were that the U.S. military defenses, especially at such a critical national security hub, would be on the highest alert. Yet, Flight 77 could approach and strike the Pentagon without interception, which shocked the public. The unexpected breach at the Pentagon raised immediate alarms about the readiness of the U.S. military defenses. Why wasn't the Pentagon, a symbol of national security, prepared for an attack, especially after the earlier strikes on the World Trade Center? This incident highlighted the role of NORAD, the North American Aerospace Defense Command, tasked with protecting U.S. airspace. On that day, however, NORAD's response could have been improved by a mix of old protocols unsuited for such an unprecedented threat and a fog of confusion that delayed the launch of fighter jets. Investigations into the day's events painted a chaotic scene within NORAD's ranks. The command center was overwhelmed, with officers receiving conflicting information about the number and location of other hijacked planes. This confusion was compounded by the existing rules of engagement, which required various clearances before intercepting civilian aircraft, dramatically slowing down the response time. These critical gaps in communication and procedure revealed just how vulnerable the system was. When the World Trade Center Building 7 collapsed, even though it hadn't been struck by a plane, it became the final spark that fueled many theories people discussed. Official reports attributed the fall to severe structural damage from debris, primarily from the collapse of the North Tower and extensive fires that burned for hours, weakening the building's support columns. However, this explanation didn't satisfy everyone. The building fell quickly and neatly, almost as if it were planned. This led some to wonder, was it actually brought down on purpose? This unexpected collapse deepened the day's mystery, leaving many questioning whether there was more to the story than fires and falling debris. As the dust settled and investigations unfolded,
What? 737?
What?
The World Trade
Who are you
Center.
talking to?
Oh, God.
a curious pattern emerged. Just before the attacks, there was a spike in put options, bets that airlines' stock prices would crash. This unusual trading activity sparked suspicions that some people might have known about the attacks in advance. Although no concrete evidence of insider trading linked to foreknowledge of the attacks was found, these financial anomalies remained a point of intrigue. This revelation of possible forewarnings seamlessly ties into another critical oversight: the hijackers' entry into the US. Despite some of them being flagged on watch lists, they managed to enter the country, train, and prepare their attack with alarming ease. This significant breach in immigration control highlighted the need for better communication and intelligence sharing among US agencies. These elements, suspicious financial transactions and immigration failures, piece together the broader puzzle of 9/11. They highlight a series of missed signals and vulnerabilities that, if addressed, could have changed the narrative of that tragic day.